Alright class, welcome back to another learning or another session in the course Business Communication. Today we'll be talking about working with technologies. The chapter learning outcomes, when you guys have completed this chapter, you would be able to list 4 technological factors that affect productivity and give examples of these technologies. List and describe technological devices that aid in communication. Describe ways in which technology networks allow worldwide communication. And show ways in which telecommuting has influenced and will influence the marketplace. The role of technology in communication, we are using cell phones, we are using emails, we are using WhatsApp, social media in order to communicate. Using technology to communicate with people regardless of their location. Our expectations can include real-time communication, video conferencing, right? Immediate access to information, interactivity, not just consumption of resources on the internet, powerful computers and mobile devices. Now, the adaptability, for any business is a key factor for taking full advantage of the benefits technology can provide for communications in the workplace. The internet is a system of computer that networks that link computers from around the world in one large network. I think back to the basic computing or internet technologies introduction, we are familiarized with all those technologies. Internet users can send email, chat, collaborate, and gain access to the databases, applications, and websites. Cloud computing, another concept where OneDrive is a good example of that. Google Drive, where everything is saved over the cloud. All you need to have a username and a password to access that information. Refers to online services, resources, and applications delivered over the internet and accessed through an array of devices. Now this exhibit 12-1, look at that, the visual representation of cloud computing. So it is like a cloud, your data is saved on top. Computers, can be accessed. You can connect with your data with the cloud using a computer, servers, mobile, desktop, laptop, any device, any devices. Technology for staying connected. Internet technologies can reduce the time it takes to complete tasks and projects, make the way we work more convenient, enhance the quality of our communications, make our work environment more pleasant. Remember, the time when the email was not there, so the letter, one has to type a letter before a computer's typewriter or maybe handwritten, and it would take only one at a time. Because of the technology's multitasking, one can work more than one task at the same time. Current communication methods. Email provides a way to send messages instantly over the internet to anyone else with an internet connection. Instant messaging, like we have WhatsApp, we have business WhatsApp as well, we have messengers, chat like messaging system allowing quick real-time conversation. I think the good example, if you visit any website you want to purchase, so the live agent is sitting and you can have a chat with that agent if you have any questions about the product. Voice and video communication technologies are available for real-time conversation using images, video, or voice. Speech recognition software enables a computer to translate a human's voice into text-based input and reads text aloud. So a lot of technology is there to facilitate our day-to-day communication in a workplace. Near field communication, NFC, allows transmission of data between direct tabs of mobile devices. Paper still has an important role in the office, right? Memos and formal letters have a prominent place in workplace communications and should not be discounted. Again, continuation of using technology to communicate. The internet started a communication transformation. Technologies are divided into 3 main areas of discussion: email, asynchronous tools, and synchronized tools. Effective communication know which technology fits the job. So the communicator, let's say if I am communicating, I should know which platform should I adapt in order to communicate with my audience. Back to the writing email, composing emails, subject line, body of the message, signature, plain text. So this is something like, you should bring into a practice when composing an emails. And always avoid reply all mistakes. Do not do that mistake by replying all if one recipient is looking for the information. Email etiquette, timing expectation, 24, 48 hours is acceptable. Grammar, replies, reply all, be cautious. That's what they're saying. Greetings. These are the ingredients of writing an email, the etiquettes. Maintaining control to your inbox. It's one of the challenging tasks in these days to control. If you have influx of emails, if you have a customers coming in, communicating internally, communicating outside, so you need to organize your inbox. Now, organization is necessary to maintain a clean inbox and to save time and energy when addressing incoming email. Tips to maintain inbox control: schedule a time for uninterrupted email processing, right? So you do not want that when you're working on, you should be prompt up, and dialog box or pop up come up on your computer saying you got an email. Answer emails right away or during the self-designated email time. If there is no time to answer emails, do not check email. Transfer emails to a note or to-do list. Explore email tools and use them for organization methods. Communication tools. Asynchronous communication involves sending a message the receiver retrieves at their convenience. Synchronized communication occurs in real time, for example, the telephone, right? Instant messaging. Where asynchronous, you have a control. If you do not go online to check your email, like, on the server, the email won't probably be pushed into your mailbox unless you checked it. So there's a difference between asynchronized communication and synchronized. The example is for synchronized communication. Teleconference is a meeting where participants are at two or more locations. Businesses use asynchronous training for employees. So there's pros and cons using both of the communication methods. Blended communication. Some asynchronous technologies can behave somewhat synchronously, such as Twitter. Right? Twitters are asynchronous, but the conversation they form is somewhat synchronized. Hashtags again hold conversation about a single topic, event, or product. Twitter is one of the most predominant messaging services today. Businesses in every industry use Twitter for customer service, marketing, and so on. Facebook, Twitter, and other social media platforms are playing a vital role in generating leads and communicating back to the customers. Communicating with the world. Websites are collections of web pages on the World Wide Web. It's an important part where the website has an important and somewhat essential information related to the business. E-commerce, just doing trading online, is a process of buying and selling merchandise and service over the internet. The good example is Amazon. People, they buy online and they sell online as well. Social media are websites, blogs, and applications that create a sense of communicating among other users. So social media somewhat is enabling a form of online communication known as social networking. The purpose of the internet is to share information. Now there are different sharing websites available, like a Wikipedia, blogs, QR code, right? Special type of barcode in these days. It's being used by an app using a camera to move on to the specific website or article. See that these are the QR code and would land you on that particular page. Again, information sharing through online video sharing. User-generated videos can be shared with the public or with a private group of people. Good example, like I'm recording a lecture for my students, and would be uploaded on the Canvas LMS learning management system, where the students, they would be able to watch the video, learn out of it, and would help them to do the assignments and quizzes. So this is instantly shared online video sharing, interviews, expert advice, valuable tips about products, common questions, solutions, walkthrough, and instructional videos. People are using in these days, after post-pandemic or during pandemic as well. The use of technology has transformed our lives. People are doing the jobs from, sitting at home, learning from home. uh, a lot of tasks can be done over the phone as well, or online as well. Crowdsourcing is another term, refers to using resources and people outside the business to convey a message, complete a task, and achieve other goals. Known as viral marketing, outsourcing as well, or viral marketing. Since crowdsourcing involves giving up some control to the outside world, it can sometimes have a negative impact, because the control, you do not know how those people can use your brand or business information at their will, might destroy the image, the brand of the business. Online communication is similar to word of mouth, but on a viral and global scale. Say one news can spread out like a jungle fire in these days, right? On a Facebook post or Twitter tweet, and go instantly throughout the world. Responsible online communication. The public nature of online communications can blur the line between personal, private, and professional communications. Be careful when you say, what you say, and how do you say. Consider online communication as written in ink, not a pencil. So whatever you say, it is there. So you cannot reverse it back. Can hurt the sentiments or your product, your business image, your brand, bad way, or generate a goodwill as well, right? So either way it would work. So remember, when you are on a company time, companies are developing and updating policies and regulations. When a business is using social media, it is essential to decide who is responsible for the content and interaction. I think in nowadays, there is specified a special person being appointed if that individual or business has to communicate using a social media. Communication technology at work. Advances in computers and mobile technology allows workers to be productive anywhere, anytime. There are many kinds of online tools. It can be difficult to choose which one to incorporate into your work. So there are online applications that can be used individually or together to help you stay organized. Like, if we talked about our learning management system, right? The online platform where you can learn, you can, know more what is happening in educational environment, in today's topic, and familiarize yourself and move on to your next career, or you want to switch, or you want to just have advanced into your career. Speech recognition, another tool used by the businesses to process, used by computer or mobile device to translate human voice into input. Naturally, let's say Apple Series brings a conversational style to speech recognition, right? These days, you ask, if you are an iPhone user, you ask for any direction and it will pop up. If you ask to dial your friend or family or a business, the Siri follows and dial for you. This is called speech recognition software. Cloud computing, another way of doing your daily routine. It is integrating cloud computing tools into your daily routine, which can save time, money, and provide a safety net through data backup. Cloud management system, storage is there, cloud bookmark services. One good example is Google Sheet, Google Docs, OneDrive, Google Drive, where you can share, your documents, your project with your coworkers. or your partners in order to complete, and they want to see that where we stand in terms of completion. Communication technology at work, technologies for keeping current, RSS feeds, subscribe to feeds, some are free, podcast, blogs, Twitter and Facebook. Mobile productivity, types of mobile devices, smartphones, tablets, and e-readers. Most tools that interact with the cloud have mobile versions or mobile apps. Working outside the office, telecommuting allows employees to spend part of their time working online away from the office. I mean, like during the pandemic, sharing the same platform and accessing the data securely by employees while sitting at home or remotely, that's what it has been developed over time, and we have been using since for the past like couple of years now. Connection technologies, broadband, cellular data connections, Wi-Fi hotspots, VPN connection, security considerations. So this is an important thing. Working with sensitive data may be tricky. Take precautions to protect mobile devices from theft or damage. Other hardware input-output devices, we have scanner, receipts, business card scanner, digital camera, video camera, and webcam. And businesses we are using in order to communicate with the clients or with each other. The future of communication technology, it is changing dramatically, keeps changing over every second. As devices continue to become more powerful, they also become more portable. Touchscreens are making their way into more devices and merging with standard laptops. The future may bring, you know, ubiquitous computing, like, so no matter where you are, technology is there to connect you. Like, I mean, if you are somewhere in remote areas and you want to communicate, you would be able to communicate because of the technology. Cloud compounding is there, right? We already talked about that. Desktop processor, Blackberries, laptops, smartphones, routers, and game system all connect in the cloud. So this is it for this learning chapter where we talked about working with technology. The little recap where social media, cloud computing, writing an email has become an important and vital role in reshaping our daily communication with within business or outside of business. So I'll see you in our next learning. If you have any question, just write down, and then once we come on live, we would be able to discuss, and I would be able to answer your questions. So enjoy your rest of the day, and then I'll see you next time. Bye for now.